back to my channel. So today's video is going to be highlighting some of my favorite brushes for you guys. I'm going to split this video up into two videos because I have a lot of brushes that I want to get through. So I'm going to just do my face brushes in this video, and then in another video I'm going to do my favorite eyeshadow brushes, so stay tuned for that. I'm not sure when I'm going to film it because I'm just doing the foundation ones today, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, I'm going to cover my foundation brushes, blush brushes, concealer brushes, and contouring brushes, anything under the sun that follows face brushes. So I will say that I have quite a few brushes because I collect them. I'm a makeup artist, so I use the excuse that I need them for my job, but honestly, it's getting to the point where it's a little bit ridiculous. But everybody collects things, right? Like, I just choose to collect brushes. Like, I have a sick obsession to just like touch them and like look at them. They're so pretty. So I'm gonna stop freaking everybody out. I'm just gonna jump into this. So if you guys would like to see my favorite face brushes, then please keep watching. I'm gonna go ahead and start off with foundation brushes. I will have to say that my favorite brush for applying my foundation is my Sigma flat top kabuki, and it is the angled one. It's the F08. I love this brush. When I first got it, I was kind of not loving that it was angled, but once I started using it, I absolutely adore the fact that it's angled because it can really fit into all the nooks and crannies without disturbing the rest of your makeup. So if you already did your eyes, it can honestly fit right underneath here and it won't mess up your like winged eyeliner if you had a little wing there to avoid. So you can really kind of scoop into the little nooks and crannies of your face. Also, I will say that like with a round brush like this, as opposed to the angled brush, sometimes it's really hard to get into the nooks and crannies of your face. It's really hard to get into that little nose area right here. Sometimes it just leaves a little patch of skin that's just not covered with foundation, and it sucks. So I find that a lot when I use brushes like this. I have to be conscious about it to really get into that area. But with this, you honestly can carve right into it and like fit anywhere you need to go. So I love this brush. Really dense, really durable. It is a Sigma brush, so it's a little bit more expensive. I'm not going to say it's really pricey, but it's kind of in the mid-range of brushes, and it's worth every penny. It's so dense and it's so durable. I feel like this brush will be with me for years and years and years. So I love this for applying my foundation. The other tool I like to apply my foundation with is not really a brush, but it is the Beauty Blender, and I'm sorry he's a dirty mess. Don't look at him. But I just... What? Honestly, I don't think that you can really beat a Beauty Blender's application. It just gives you the perfect airbrush look. So what you do with it is you wet it down. I'm sure like 99.9% of you guys know this, but with a Beauty Blender, you're supposed to wet it down first and then squeeze it out, and then you dab your foundation like that. So I dabbed it around my face and I just blend it out like that. It's very important to really make sure you get every little piece of your face, because when I first started using this, I realized I had little patches of my real skin peeking through, and I was like, it's not cute. So just make sure you get everything with it, but it does give a perfect airbrush finish. It is a pretty expensive little sponge, but mine has been holding up for years, so I would say that they're definitely worth the money. Just take care of her, because it's an expensive sponge. So after my foundation, I move on to concealer. So my favorite concealer brushes, I do love to blend out my concealer with a Beauty Blender. But as for brushes, I love the Sigma 3D HD Precision brush. This brush is amazing. When I first saw it, I was really confused about it because it comes to a little point up here, and I was like, what do you use it for? But what don't you use it for? Honestly, like, this can fit into any tiny nook and cranny on your face, so it's perfect for concealing specific areas. I love to use this underneath my eyes, especially after I do a cat eye. I can really kind of crisp up that line because this comes to a sharp point up here, so it really doesn't disturb any of your, you know, eyeshadow or lipstick. You can kind of line around your lips if you wanted to. You can get right into your nose crease. You can get underneath your eye perfectly without disturbing your eyeshadow. It is just amazing. And like, I can also kind of blend out my nose contour with it too. Also, if you want to highlight down the bridge of your nose, this works perfect for it too, because it really just fits right down the bridge of your nose, like perfectly. So I love this. I think that it's such a genius idea. I honestly, like, when I saw it, I wasn't super excited about it because I was like, what is this contraption? But I am so happy that I have this brush. It's just does everything that you want it to. It does anything and everything that you can think of. So there is a brush set that I did want to bring to light for you guys. This is a brush set from Amazon that I picked up. K-Bright Beauty brought it to my attention, so thanks, girl. But I'm going to say that all of these brushes that I have right here, they all came together. I got them for somewhere around $14 for the whole thing. I got free shipping because I had Amazon Prime. So I know that this whoever created these brushes, it doesn't have a label on it, but they did kind of copy the design of the Sigma brushes. They have a brush set just like this with the same shaped brushes and everything. People say they were dupe for them. I wouldn't say that they're a dupe. I would say they're great brushes. They don't shed and they are really, they're durable and great quality, but they do not compare to the Sigma brushes at all. You know, they're very different, but I definitely am happy with my purchase. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that they are not a dupe. If you run your finger along the Sigma brush, it is super dense and you can just feel the quality in it. It's worth every penny. With this one, I would say that you get your money's worth and then some, but it is a lot less dense and a little bit more flimsy. But you know, I can even feel in the handles that this one is a lot heavier than this one, but that's fine with me. This is great. I use these every day. I just like my Sigma one a lot better, but it is more money. So if you're trying to save a buck, you can go for these guys. Not a dupe, but they're still a great brush. But anyways, where I was going with that is my next favorite right here. This comes in the set. It is this guy right here. And I love it for blending out my concealer underneath my eyes. It just fits so perfectly underneath my eye and it just really kind of soaks up any extra product that you don't really need. And it just blends like magic. So I just usually pat this underneath my eye right like that. You can even probably use this for contouring too, but I think that it'd probably really leave a stark line because it is super dense. So I know that the more dense a brush is, the more color deposits. That's something to remember. So if you have a super dense brush, it's going to pack on that color. So if you're going for a super heavy contour, this would be really nice, but I really love it for blending out my concealer. So I'll have this brush set linked down below for you guys to check out. So after I have concealed everything and put foundation on everything on my face, I move on to powdering underneath my eyes. Now this brush I'm going to show you next I use for multiple things, so I'm going to kind of go into contouring as well here. So this is a great brush to powder underneath your eyes because it really fits right underneath. It is the BH Cosmetics, I think it's called the Everything brush. And I see why they call it that because it literally can do so many different things. So you can use it to set underneath your eyes like with a powder or something. You can use it for highlighting because it fits right on top of your cheekbone. You can use it for contouring. This is what I use it for a lot of the time, is to contour right in that little hollow of the cheek because it fits right in there just perfectly. I use this brush pretty much every day and I think that, I know it was under $10. I'm not sure of a specific price, but this brush has done amazing things for me and it's a super affordable brush, so that's another great plus about it. It's really dense too, so it really just blends out things really nicely. It's very soft too, super soft for the price. I think it was, I want to say like $6, but I made that up, I'm really not sure. So yeah, I will have all these brushes, by the way, linked down below for you guys to check out. So if you want to check out any of these brushes, check it out. How many times can I say check out? Wow. So in general, I do want to say that I just love all of the Real Technique brushes. There's not a single one that I own that I'm not happy with, so I just want to throw that out there. Real Technique brushes, they're great. I've moved on to contouring now since I kind of talked about the Everything brush. So for contouring, I love this Real Technique brush. I don't think it has a specific name, but it came in a little set of 3 different brushes. So it came with this brush, this brush, and this one right here, I guess 4. So it came with these 4 brushes. I think it was like $18 or something. What I like to do is I like to go to Ulta and then I use the $3.50 off of a $10 purchase coupon. I always do that, so I end up saving money. So I think that I ended up paying like 14 bucks for this or something. I don't know. But I love all of the Real Technique brushes, but we're talking about this one right now. I love this brush for contouring. It's also great to powder underneath your eyes. You can also use this as a highlighter brush, but for contouring, it just fits right into that hollow of your cheek. It is just amazing. I use this one when I want to have a more defined and like strong contour, but if I'm going for more of a natural contour, I'll use my Everything brush. This one I used today, you can tell I have kind of a strong contour going on here, so this is amazing. I apply this and then I blend it out. I'll talk about blending brushes in just a second here, but Yeah, perfect contouring brush. Moving on to brushes that I like to blend harsh lines out with. I have two favorites, so I'm going to talk about both of these guys. I'm going to tell you the difference between them. I use these to blend out my contours for different types of looks. So I'll go over this one first. This is the BH Cosmetics stippling brush. This was like under $10, I'm pretty sure. I like to use this one when I'm doing kind of a heavy, more strong contour. So I'll usually use this one paired with this guy right here, which I just showed you. So this is the one I use for a strong contour, and then I blend it out with this one. I like to use this one because when you blend it out with a stippling brush, it's more of a light blend, so it won't really take away any of the pigment, but it will really blend out the harsh line. And then for more of a natural contour, I'll pair it with this one right here. So I'll contour with my Everything brush from BH Cosmetics, and then I'll blend it out with this one. This gives you more of a natural blend because it kind of sucks up the product. I found, like, it just makes the product disappear. Like, it'll blend it out really nicely, but it won't be as dark. What I like about this one is that it leaves the pigmentation to the contour, but it will blend out the harsh line. So I'll use this on a day-to-day basis if I'm going for more of a natural look. So this is a really great blending brush. It is the Real Technique powder brush, so it's also obviously good for powder too, but I've just found that blending out my contours with this is just magic. Moving on to blush brushes, I really enjoy the Sigma Cream F05. I love this brush because it can really do multi-purpose things. You can really honestly use this for a highlight, powdering underneath your eyes, or contouring because it has a nice small head, but it really does specialize. Like, it's just perfect for blush because the good thing is it fits right on the apple of your cheek. And it's kind of it has more stiff bristles, but it's still really soft, which is really hard to find. It's hard to find a super soft brush that is still nice and dense and thick. Really nice and precise, and it blends out everything amazingly. Great for cream and powder. So that is it for my favorite brushes. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will have a part 2 coming up very soon with my favorite eyeshadow brushes, but for right now I'm just going to stick to the faces because it's going to be a really long video if I added both of them to it. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Let me know if you guys enjoy these kind of videos where I sit down and talk to you about my favorite kind of products and brushes. I noticed I do a lot of tutorials on my channel, so if you guys prefer these kind of videos, I will definitely do more for you. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you all next time. Bye!